Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. Let's walk the talk.
We behave differently either because of our upbringing, our childhood experience, or even the environment. Have you ever thought of somebody complaining that I'm feeling rejected? What of rejection? In today's Walk With Me show, we are walking a journey trying to create awareness on how to understand someone who is rejected and more to do with rejection. And with me is Millicent Lukundo in the studio, who is also a counselor and a teacher. She will help us walk the journey as well as understanding rejection. How are you, Millicent?
I am well, Rachel.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, and for having me back again in studio.
Sure.
I'm grateful.
It is such an honor.
I truly appreciate.
Definitely.
Yes, Rachel.
Our behaviors and our reactions towards each other varies because of so many things.
Yes.
And today in our show, I'm looking forward to have more of rejection. Someone who is rejected, or rather, when people talk so that that person is rejected, sometimes we tend to think they are demon possessed, but it might be whatever they went through as they were growing. So today, Millicent, you're walking a journey of rejection.
Rejection.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Yeah.
And maybe our viewers need to understand what is rejection.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
What is rejection? Sometimes you've heard people say, I feel rejected. I feel I am not wanted. We can just simply say that rejection is the dismissing or the refusing of a proposal or an idea. So you can hear somebody say, my idea was rejected. Or at that place of work, I am rejected. Or at home, I feel rejected. Children are playing outside, they will say, they don't want to play with me. It's that act of dismissing or refusal that happens to somebody, and so somebody will say, I've been rejected. That it's an act, right? It is an act that of somebody dismissing. It can be an idea. It can be a person. And so in life, we go through those kind of moments at times, depending on the severity of this rejection in an individual. Yes.
How does rejection maybe comes? Or how can someone understand that and this individual is not operating in the normal way? He or she might be rejected.
May be going rejection. In life, rejection is one of the root causes of so many things. Rejection, because with rejection, it comes with so many other things. And sometimes how does sometimes rejection come in? Unwanted pregnancies, right? You hear, this is a young girl or a young boy who was just having fun in life, not ready to become a parent. And so, with one thing leading to another, like people say, it just happened. So
I didn't know.
I didn't know. I didn't plan for it. I didn't want it. And so this person, the girl becomes pregnant. And maybe she's in school, the teen pregnancies. So what happened? This is not something that I wanted. This is not something that I was, expecting. Yes, maybe they know the dangers of having early sex in life. But at the moment, but at that particular time, the person is not ready. And so there is the conception. That baby becomes unwanted. Some either go and abort. Others, they try to abort and the children survive. So this is somebody that comes up with that. They were never wanted, right? The act of doing what? Of the act of refusing. They're not wanted. They're being refused. Two, that's unwanted pregnancies.
Yes.
So those are children that come along with a lot of what? A lot of rejection. Another one can happen because of what? The secrets that people have in life. Secrets and lies. But by the time somebody comes to realize that you are not speaking the truth, whatever you are saying was a lie, then people don't want to associate with you anymore. All right? That's another way that rejection comes in. All right? Another way is rejection reruns. It is there in this person. And so once in a while, you keep on, it's like it keeps on following you. And maybe you have heard in the church, they say, speaking again, working against the spirit of rejection. This person is working with the spirit of rejection. Of rejection. And many a times when somebody comes in a counseling session, they don't say it is rejection. They don't outrightly come and say that this is rejection. One, they sometimes come and tell you, I'm very angry, okay? I feel this and this. And so for me as a counselor, I want to hear more from this person. I want to hear the more of that. And then I just conclude, this person is walking in rejection, is suffering rejection. Another way that rejection maybe comes our way is divorce. Divorce is very painful because somebody will, because the greatest need in a human being is love. So for you to say you're divorcing, it's like you don't want me anymore there. So this it can bring a lot of rejection. That is divorce. The other one is abuse. Abuse and neglect. These are things that happen. Abuse at home. Take a child that is being abused. Abuse can either be physical. It can be also psychological. The words that are coming out. Take for example a child that is always constantly being abused with heavy words. And some of our vernacular words, they are very heavy. And and those words are left in the mind of a person. So this person will always know, I'm never wanted. Neglect. A child that is being neglected, not taken care of, feels rejected. And people keep on comparing. I try to do the right thing, but it's like, I'm never wanted. There's nothing that I ever do right. And remember, with rejection, it can cause a lot of troubles, a lot of problems.
Before we come to the causes, or rather what can be caused, how do a rejected person behave? Especially for the case of a child in a family. The moment they understand, or rather I don't want to put the word understand, the moment they think they are rejected, how do someone behave?
Let me tell you, Rachel, you don't think. You realize.
You realize that you are rejected.
I'm not being treated like everybody else. Maybe for them the word there is not coming to realize, and they take note of it. Why am I not being treated like so and so? Maybe the person is shown a lot of love, a lot of given a lot of space. The gifts that are coming their way. But here I am, and I'm not, I'm not getting what?
Nobody notices my presence.
Nobody is noticing even you. So, and many a times how people sometimes respond to rejection is they do what? They reject others. Before you reject me, let me reject you. And so I don't want anything to do with you. Others, they do what? And this, somebody that is walking in rejection has a lot of relationship issues. They don't know how to relate with people because, remember, I've always been refused. I don't want to be refused. I don't want to be kicked out again. I don't want to be put aside again. So what happens, even if somebody comes to me genuinely saying that they love me, you will always doubt their love. So people respond with doubts. And let me tell you, Rachel, the greatest that really affect people is especially when it is coming from the significant others. The significant others. And when you're talking about the significant others, you're talking of a spouse, you're talking about a parent. Because these are people that are really, really important to you. Yeah. For example, we meet here and maybe you insult me or you tell me you don't like me. That's not a big deal. I can manage it. But let me go back home. And maybe my mother or my husband tells me I'm good for nothing. that really pinches, or rather it really goes deep, deep, deep. So rejection from significant others is very critical. It's very critical. So some people respond with rejecting others. Others respond by conforming to things. I don't want to be rejected. I want to be part of them. So what do? I want to, you conform. You overlook even your values.
Yeah.
There are people who overlook their values. Simply, they just want to fit in. They just simply want to fit in. Talk about peer pressure, conforming. You have been, for example, look at this water in this glass. Right?
Yes.
Let's just have this example with us here. Yeah? This water, it has taken the shape of the glass.
Yes.
It has conformed to
The shape of the glass.
the shape of this glass. So there are people in the society, they conform. I want to fit. I just want to feel that I am loved, I am accepted. So they will conform to some behaviors. They don't know even how to say no. So they conform to that environment. Others, and even as they are conforming, there is a lot of anger and aggression. It's another way of seeing people, responding to this giant, or this, what do we call it? This monster of rejection. Rejection carries along, a lot of things. Another way that people respond is they become overly sensitive. Overly sensitive. People were laughing, people were smiling, and you're wondering, what are they smiling about? What are they laughing about? They are talking about me. Becoming overly sensitive. Small thing in the house, somebody that has suffered rejection. Take an example, it's a spouse. Anything small, even there are people who don't know how to joke. From the jokes, they can't take in that's a joke. No, that is becoming overly sensitive.
Yeah.
It's just because of rejection. There are those who respond with a lot of anger and aggression. Look at a child. Like there's one child I was brought, and this child will be beating others out of nowhere. They're in the bus, kick them. He doesn't know. It's a lot of aggression that this child is doing. And when we traced back, we truly saw that there was something that was going on from his family. And so he's just showing it and manifesting it with the midst of his peers. That is rejection for you.
Let's come back to a little bit to conforming to others' decision, or rather, your values are no more important. They want to do what others are doing.
Yes.
And I find sometimes this is one of the major things that people are just living their, it's kind of, I'm no longer living my life. I want to live someone else's life. It's like I do copy paste.
Copying and paste, yeah.
How can this be a form of reacting towards rejection?
Number one,
Yeah.
you don't believe in yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
Or you don't value yourself. What others say is very important to you. So you even when you are supposed to say no, you can't say no, because if you say no, they are going to kick you out. You will not be part of the clique. So what do? I want to fit in this clique. I conform with them. I conform. I don't want a lot of noise in my marriage. I don't want makelele mingi.
Yeah.
So whatever he says
It's okay.
is okay. You understand? And in the process of it's okay, remember, you as a person, your place has not been heard. Your voice has not been heard. So inside there is a voice that has not been heard. And it will be looking for where to do what? To express. Some of them, they take it inside. Before you know, because I am conforming, because I can't voice my voice out, what happens? I get into depression. I get into anxiety problems. Just because of what? Because of conforming. That's how they're responding. They don't want me. So what is it that I can do for them to accept me? That is how some people do what? Respond. I need to realize it's okay to be rejected. But there are some people who can take no for an answer. They can't take that one for an answer. They can't take a no for an answer. So what do I do? Let me just say yes. So they become yes, 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 yes.
And with that, your values are your values. You don't need to conform to anybody's value. You are you. And you never become your neighbor or your friend. We are going to come back, and with this, still keep it Walk With Me show.
Walk with me.